first, take Mr. Dr. Muhammad Amer, the coordinator of the International Relations. Good evening, Doctor.
Good evening, everybody. Thank
it's
you so
a
much.
pleasure to be with us in this special edition covering the elections, the Parliament elections 2025.
Yes, exactly. Pleasure is mine. Thank you so much.
I would like to thank you so much. Well, of course, this is a new path in the democratic path, contribution from different fabric of the society, and of course, a pivotal role that Egypt's play when it comes to gathering its nation for a new phase, a new path, a new agenda, and of course, for the sake of this nation.
Yeah, thanks a lot for this. You call it new, I call it new. So actually, I've raised the state that has introduced changes to some election laws that explicitly incorporated young people, especially the quotas and representation for the requirements for whether the Senate or the Parliament itself or the House of Representatives. For example, the amendment that happened in May this particular year to certain laws preparing for the elections right now. That was what we call the list-based electoral system that included 40 seat lists and also 102 seat lists, all involving young people. So at the same time, I think this signals a formal commitment by the state itself to ensure younger people, younger faces, fresh minds present in candidate lists, not only older incumbents. But at the same time, institutional efforts are now underway to raise awareness, prepare the electorate people, including young people, for meaningful political participation. Actually, this also included some informative service announcing a plan like seminars, political awareness, but covering the most important thing that they cover rural and urban areas, different demographics, including young people, ladies, females in Egypt, to explain how electoral process can happen. Also, another very important point concerning these elections related to the capacity building through young people and through youth engagement. Beyond the legal causes, government itself is now investing in programs aiming at equipping young people with knowledge, experience to know the importance of participation and how also to participate in the parliamentary politics. For example, I took too many examples. The Ministry of Youth itself, it launched the national phase for the Children's Parliament in August, like 3 months ago, and also the use of simulation models in universities, in institutes, and different places to show how to propose a motion, debate, further conference procedures or parliament procedures. This also added to the inclusion because the state now they are outreaching efforts, including tailored segments for young people and for underrepresented categories ahead of the election. These seminars by the National Information Service are now one example. However, the emphasis itself on ensuring that young people understand not only the importance but also the vitality of the electoral process, because what the candidate criteria are, how campaign finance works, because this would make them avoid fully fake news, deep fake news, and what are the rights that they have as voters, what helps lower barriers to participation. I think the state is doing very well in this. But in the same time, we have challenges, of course. Yeah, of course, we have challenges because actually, we are a fresh country, we are a fresh state. We have tough quotas. We have youth turnout and engagement tend to be lower somehow compared to older age groups. Yes, we know this, and I'm a young man, and I know this. This means that even when the structural force are in place, we need to mobilize even more young people because actually we want to cross this barrier. So I think this is a very important point. But a little advice for young people who wish to stand as a candidate. We need to support them with mechanisms like mentorship, seminars, webinars, maybe also what about campaign training and also funding, because this is pretty critical if quotas are to translate or to be interpreted into meaningful representation. I believe the state is doing very well in this, but we need further steps. Maybe not only tomorrow, maybe not 2 days later, but maybe the next turnaround. I think this will be way much better because actually we're learning the lessons right now.
Well, Dr. Muhammad, of course, we hope for the best, but you said like a couple of keywords, which is youth, contribution, voting, awareness, and lucky us, Egypt owns 50% of the population are youth. So, so I think the contribution is getting way much bigger in different sectors and different fields, and especially the youth, like what been happening before it at the youth forums, trying to contribute, mimic what's happening in the ministries, and to have this dialogue between the youth and the government.
Yes, exactly. You mentioned that 50% of them are young people. Let me tell you a more important number. 60% of that 50% are under 35. This is the peak age. This demographic for reality means something. Means that young people are not just a voting bloc. They are a majority voice, which is very important. This experiences many of Egypt's most pressing issues like education quality, job creation, digital transformation, facing the challenges of artificial intelligence, and also climate challenges. However, young people, when they take part in such elections as candidates, not only voters, like campaigners, active, and even active voters, by the way, I don't mind that. But for instance, young candidates themselves often emphasize digital economy policies because they have fresh minds, they have fresh energy, focusing on entrepreneurship, renewable energy, social justice on the table of the table, aligning policies more closely with the concerns of today's generation. I think they are the ones who are responsible for this. These 60% are under 35, they totally understand the importance of this and also the vitality of their participation as candidates, not only voters.
Well, Dr. Muhammad, of course, this is such a bless for Egypt that it has such minds, that this contribution right now is going to be the faces of the future in different and international arenas and in different fields. Of course, this generation is lucky, voting and contributing not just on the political level, but also in different fields, and they do have the role of their government pushing for more technology, for more AI, for more educational opportunities, and for more indulging with different nations. So I think we are nailing here nationally, and we will internationally. Dr. Muhammad Amer, the coordinator of the international relations, I would like to thank you so much for your informative call.